So we got a 2023 model Mule SX fuel injected. Machine's probably about 5 months old. Got just a little over 60 hours on it, or a little under 70. And when we first bought it, spring of the year, it ran and started and ran perfect. We noticed as it got hotter, it began having trouble starting. So, if you're in neutral, you give her a little throttle, she'll start. And it runs a little rough at first. And if I'd have been standing back here, you would have noticed a little bit of smoke. Once she clears out, it runs, drives, and acts perfect. It's loading up on fuel is basically what's happening for some unknown reason. Well, we know the reason, but did a little online research, checked out some forums and that, and the general consensus is that is perfectly normal. That they're just a little stubborn to start, including from dealers. It's perfectly normal for it to start like that, and this is also perfectly normal. A pressurized fuel tank. A lot of people go on to say, well, it's fuel injected, it needs pressure, the pressure helps the fuel injection, blah, 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 blah. I know vehicles have pressure in their fuel tank. Vehicles also have an active fuel return, dumping supplied fuel back in. There's an active pressure relief to where the fuel system will not overpressurize the injectors. Vehicle injectors also run at a much higher operating pressure. Fuel pumps run at a higher pressure. The injectors inject at a higher pressure. So I believe what's happening here is, in this hot weather, is the tank will actually bloat. And this hose is actually lifted. It's lifted again. I just set that back down to the tank level, and it will pressurize enough that it actually shoves that hose up against the pressure of the clamp. So my belief is it's overpressuring and making the fuel injector bleed and leak a little bit to the point that it makes it hard to start. And it's much worse in other models. I've seen people talk about their crankcases actually getting full of gasoline where it bleeds by. A lot of people say, well, crack the gas cap. And that works. That works actually perfectly fine. You crack the gas cap, you leave the gas cap cracked. Wow. Leave the gas cap cracked. It won't pressurize. It'll start just fine every single time. Just like that. Starts fine, runs fine. The problem with that is if you don't snug it back up before you take off, you'll spill fuel all down the side of the bike, and you don't want that. So, what do? You live with it, I guess, right? That's what everybody says. It's normal. Just live with it. Or you get on eBay, pop off your existing gas cap. See, it's already a vented cap. Grab a pick or small screwdriver, pop that non-vented gasket out, insert your freshly purchased vented gasket in, this side facing like that. Make sure that's seated. Screw the cap back on. Be done with it. No worries. And just like that, problem solved. No more hard starts in the hot weather. Also, no more messing around opening and closing the fuel cap and then forgetting to close it and dripping fuel all down the side of your machine. So guys, as always, something like this, especially on a brand new machine, or nearly brand new, like this little fellow here is, you know, it's probably gonna affect your warranty in some way or another. So do anything like this at your own risk, or at the very least keep that little non-vented seal gasket to put back in the cap in the event the machine has to go back to the dealership. That's all I've got to say about that. As always, thank you all very much for watching the videos, checking out the channel, leaving the comments and all that good stuff. Do us a favor. Stay safe, stop back. Thank you for watching.